VR, or video assistant referee, in football is one of the most debated innovations in the sport. More accurate decisions, VR really helps reduce clear and obvious errors in key moments like goals, penalties and red cards. Offside decisions are, well, more precise, which means there are fewer unfair advantages. When it comes to fairness and justice, VAR corrects referee mistakes that could otherwise ruin games. It also helps teams and players feel that in those controversial calls, justice has actually been served. Plus, it deters cheating. Players are less likely to dive or simulate fouls, knowing VAR can review them. And, it really offers support for referees, giving them a second chance to review tough decisions under less pressure. So, the incident was a handball by Ivan Perisic in the box. After a VAR review, a penalty was awarded to France, and while the call was controversial, many people supported it as consistent with the rules, and it really marked VAR's impact in a World Cup final. There was this incident with Denmark's second ball on the pitch during England's attack. VAR allowed England's goal to stand, but made sure to review all incidents, confirming that the correct procedure was followed. VAR ensured order during a pretty chaotic moment, adding a bit more transparency to the whole situation. So, during the match, Bonucci elbowed an opponent and was shown a second yellow card. The referee checked the foul with VAR and confirmed the decision, issuing a red card. Honestly, that was a proper use of VAR to protect player safety and maintain discipline on the pitch. In this one, Ederson fouled Martin Odegaard in the box, but it was initially missed by the officials. VAR stepped in, and after review, a penalty was awarded. You've got to applaud that, really, because it corrected a clear error and made sure fairness was upheld. Japan's winning goal had everyone talking, since it looked like the ball had gone out before the assist. After a frame-by-frame VAR review, it turned out the ball was still in play. Thanks to the curvature over the line, it was a technically accurate decision, and even though there was a lot of confusion, it really proved VAR's value in those incredibly tight moments. Now let's talk about why VR can be a pain. The biggest issue with VR is how it disrupts the flow of the game. Those long delays for decisions can really break the momentum and excitement of matches. Fans and players are just left waiting, often without any clear communication about what's happening. And then there's this over-reliance on the system, but still some decisions come down to subjective interpretation, like, say, handballs. The inconsistencies in what VAR chooses to review or ignore, well, they just frustrate fans even more. And let's not forget the offside calls. Sometimes a goal is ruled out because a player's toe is offside, which honestly feels a bit harsh. Critics argue that this kind of thing really kills the spirit of the game. Plus, the emotion and spontaneity of goal celebrations are often muted now, as players wait for confirmation from VAR before they can really let loose. Now let's look into some of the controversial VAR decisions. So in the Champions League quarter-final between Tottenham and Manchester City back in 2019, Raheem Sterling scored what looked like a dramatic injury-time winner. But then VAR stepped in and disallowed the goal because Sergio Aguero was found to be marginally offside in the build-up. The scenes of celebration were instantly crushed, and honestly, many felt that while the decision was technically correct, it was emotionally just brutal. During the World Cup in 2022, Argentina had 3 goals ruled offside by VAR, and these were really fine margins. Even just a shoulder or a foot ahead was enough. Fans were pretty vocal in their criticism, pointing out how these microscopic offside calls, combined with the lack of real-time understanding from viewers, made the whole experience really frustrating. So late in the game, Rodri appeared to handle the ball in the box, but after a VAR review, no penalty was awarded. Honestly, even neutrals were left baffled by the decision. Later on, the PGMOL, that's the referee body, actually apologised to Everton for the incident. So, Diogo Dalot's shot took a wicked deflection off a defender's arm, and after a VAR check, a penalty was given for handball. Marcus Rashford stepped up, scored, and, well, United went through, but, the decision was hugely controversial. Many people thought the handball was accidental and just not worthy of a penalty at all. In this one, Luis Diaz found the back of the net, but the flag went up for offside. The real issue, though, was that VAR didn't intervene. No lines were drawn and the goal was wrongly disallowed. The outrage was massive. PGMOL even admitted it was a significant human error, calling it, honestly, one of the worst VAR mistakes we've seen. VAR at its core is a positive development, aiming to improve fairness and accountability in football. But its implementation still needs work. Faster decisions, better transparency, and, importantly, a more human approach when it comes to those marginal calls.